Hey guys, Ferg here, and I'm back with episode 2 of my journey into cybersecurity. I made a video, I recorded one day. I don't really remember like what I caught you guys up on or not, but before we get into episode 2, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, share, and turn on post notifications so that you know when I post new stuff. So basically, I think the last time I spoke to you guys, well, in the first episode, I was having trouble with downloading and installing everything needed for the course, and I think it was due to the storage on my computer. So I'd already had my eye on the new MacBook Pro, the 16-inch, 1 terabyte of storage, and things like that. But it's an expensive ass computer, so it was something that I wanted, but I didn't really think was going to be a reality anytime soon. But when I was trying to download and install all of those things, and I realized that like I don't have enough storage to do that, let alone do all of the like cybersecurity stuff that I want to do, plus the video editing and things like that that I need to do. So I ended up getting the computer. Now, before you X out of this video, because there was a time in my life where if I was trying to learn something new and I was having the same problem as someone else had, and their solution was to just buy a $2,500 computer, we don't relate. But you don't have to buy an expensive computer. This is just the computer that I wanted, and so that's what I got. And you may not even need to buy a computer. Like in my research, I don't know if it was my storage that was an issue or if my like memory was an issue on the computer. But I know that storage was an issue for other things that I like to do, so I know that I needed more storage anyway. If memory is your issue, I saw somewhere that you can like buy more memory, like you can up your RAM on your computer. I know that when I was looking at that, they were talking about like Windows computers. I do not know how that works for a Mac, but if it comes down to you needing to get a new computer and you don't have a lot of money, or you don't have anyone to like get it for you and you just pay them back or anything like that, I would start with like Facebook Marketplace. Now, like there's also the like repair and resell places, like I guess places that like fix things and then resell it. I don't really know how decent their prices are and stuff like that. But I would start with like Facebook Marketplace. Just be sure to do your research, ask all the questions you need to ask. When you go to get it, of course, like be safe with all of the like meeting strangers online to sell stuff, and like buy stuff. Ask about like how much memory it has, how much whatever it has. When you go, make sure you like plug it in and it's working, and it's also working when it's not plugged in, and like it's connecting to Wi-Fi and like all this other stuff. Just make sure that that is an option. I actually got a Dell computer off of Facebook Marketplace a while ago because I wanted to learn like Linux and all these other things. But I couldn't get Virtualbox on my computer because I didn't have enough space, enough memory or whatever. So I found that on a Facebook Marketplace for like $80. Now, that's not nothing, but it's better than a couple hundred for like a brand new computer and things like that, you know? So if you do need a new computer and you're tight on funds, try to find a way, or see if you can just up your RAM and things like that. And like troubleshooting, a lot of this is going to be troubleshooting. And then lucky for me, I didn't just flat out buy this computer. Like I'm lucky enough to have a support system. My mother got the computer for me and I'm just paying her back in installments. Like I understand the level of privilege that I have when it comes to that, because everyone does not have that option. So I'm grateful to my mom. She sees what I'm doing and she believes that I can do it enough to pay for an expensive ass computer, and I just pay her back. So that is that. Welcome back to another Cyber Friday. Let's get into it. So basically I'm multitasking right now. I'm trying to send some work emails, but I wanted to go ahead and download my virtual machine and like get that installed and stuff so that when I'm off work, I can just like pick up with the course. Since the new MacBook has the M1 chip, when I went to download Virtualbox, it would not let me. So I am downloading VMware Fusion. Now, the course that I'm taking, get the license for personal and non-commercial use only. Yes, get a free license key. Oh wait, I have a license, but it's already, I'm gonna click continue. Oh, okay, because it's for the program, we already have a license key, but if you didn't, you can get a free license key for personal use, not commercial use for VMware. So continue. I think I typed it in wrong. Thank you. Okay. Unable to access accessibility for optimal performance of your keyboard and mouse inside your virtual machine. Give VMware Fusion access to your system accessibility features. If you do not give access now, you can go to the security and privacy. Okay. Open systems preference. I want to put password in. Allow apps below to control your computer. Just VMware. I don't need Discord to be doing all of that. Okay, cool. So gave that permission. Create a virtual machine on a remote server. Create a custom virtual machine. So the instructions to download VMware and like the step-by-steps are not included in the course. That's going through Virtualbox. So I'm kind of just winging it at this point. Import. I don't already have a virtual machine. Create a custom virtual machine or create a virtual machine on a remote server. I'm not quite sure what that means. So I'm gonna Google it. I think I want to create a custom virtual machine. I don't know what a remote server is. What is a virtual machine on a remote server? You can create a virtual machine on a remote server, but certain requirements must be met for the server. This sounds like not something that I want to do. So I'm going to click on create a custom virtual machine. Choose operating system. Select the operating system for this virtual machine. Linux or I don't know what the fuck that is. Ubuntu. Look. Create a new virtual disk. Use an existing virtual disk. I don't think I have. I'm just gonna create a new one. Finish. Save as Ubuntu 64-bit. Okay, save. I have no clue what the fuck. VMware Fusion Tech Preview would like to record this computer screen. I don't think I need to do all that. Are we frozen? Where's my mouse? So I'm basically creating like the Discord channel that I think my computer's frozen. The Discord channel that I asked questions for the course never responded. But they did say, like, before I even asked the question, it says for everyone that has an M1 Mac, you can now use VMware. Here's the link. So that is the one that I downloaded, but there are no seriously, start. Okay, like I want to start it. To release your mouse, press control. What the fuck? This is irritating. Like, I'm tired of everything freezing my computer. I was hoping that I could just download this and I was hoping that no operating system was found. Check your startup distance virtual machine. Okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense because I haven't downloaded that yet. Google, can I use Virtualbox on M1 chip? Because I need this to start password. Virtualbox will not successfully run. Instead, please install the UTM virtual machine software and use our virtual machine image. What does that mean? Alright, I'm gonna have to get on YouTube how to download Vmware for M1 chip. I don't want to do that using a virtual machine. Create virtual machine. That's what I'm gonna do. I keep getting keyboard cannot identify. You have pressed a key on your Apple keyboard. Please press the keys. That's not what the fuck I did. You have pressed the key on your Apple keyboard. This is not my Apple keyboard. Please press the keys on the keyboard. They can't be identified. Okay, well, this is the keyboard that has been. New audio device. Don't switch. So general. He posted yesterday in the general one about his new job offer. That is great. I too would like a job offer. If I could get started, that would be nice. That's wonderful. Giveaway details when are announced April 4th. Certification of your choice. Submit your feedback here. Click here for testimonies. Once you find us feedback, that's how the program will get better. Enjoy your experience. Let us know if you feel like there would be things that could be added or done differently. Yeah, I think that sending a message saying, hey, use VMware and not adding it to the course, that'd be great. I mean, I can understand if I was just literally learning this on my own, then yes, I'm gonna go to YouTube and figure out how to do it. But I think that since this is a course that, I mean, I didn't pay for it, but everybody else paid for it, the like the instructions on downloading stuff should be simple, because I'm spending so much time trying to figure out how to download this, and I could be learning some shit. So, but I guess I'm learning patience. We'll go with that. I installed Windows 10. I don't want to install Windows 10. I want to install. Okay, well, first of all, let me figure out what the hell, let me figure out if Virtualbox and VMware are the same thing. Because I know that, like, Virtualbox is a virtual machine, and I know that VM stands for virtual machine, but I don't know if they're, like, the same thing. Just like Windows is to Linux, and, like, whatever the fuck Max is called, or like operating system, like is Virtualbox is a virtual machine, but is VMware a virtual machine, or is it like a virtual machine software, or is that all the same thing? I don't know. Virtualbox versus VMware. The most obvious distinction between the two is that Virtualbox is a free and open source software program, whereas VMware is solely available for personal use. So that tells me that they're the same thing. I just, one, like Virtualbox I would be able to do more with, but I can't, that isn't supported. So VMware, maybe if I don't use his link and just try to, let's see, how to install VMware. How to install a VMware workstation in Windows 10? No. How to download and install VMware Workstation 16 Pro? No. Not on Windows 10. Install VMware on Mac M1. I installed Windows 10 on my M1 based Mac using VM. How to download / install VMware Fusion 12 for free in Mac. That is what I want. Okay, first of all, this looks different. This looks different from the link that he sent us. So 1 second while I delete the one that I already installed. Just because, okay, so what item can't be moved to trash because it's open? Okay, we'll close then, goddammit. Because this says VMware Fusion Tech Preview, and I think I need VMware Fusion 12. I also may have clicked the wrong download link. Where's, oh, it's over here. So download VMware. So this says product details, VMware Fusion. Da, da, da. Okay, that's a, well, they all say preview. Okay, so I'm gonna follow this guy's tutorial, and if it works, I'm gonna be sure to put it in the description. So he's at vmware.com. Innovate faster. Okay, so Okay, so he Googled VMware Fusion. Because when I went to vmware.com, that is not what came up. The first link he clicked is not the one that is the first for me. So let me put okay, so I clicked on it says you have not registered for this product, so I clicked on register. Okay, and now my screen is looking like his did, so I'm gonna click manually download and wait for that to download. VMware sent me an email. It's still downloading. Okay. And so then I got the computer and I was having issues because Virtualbox, I have like the M1 chip for Mac, that's what it's called, like the new processor or something. And Virtualbox does not support that. And then VMware, I couldn't find any like solid instructions on how to download VMware and things like that. So like that didn't work either. And then something was saying to download like UTM. And you can get like Linux through that. That didn't work. And then I saw a bunch of people saying Parallels. So I downloaded Parallels, and I'm going to link the video that I used to download it. Now, I didn't use the whole video because I believe he was downloading version 16 and the version that's out now is version 17. So I clicked the link in his description of the video, and there was a thing that said download Parallels for Mac. So I clicked that. Excuse me. It downloaded, I installed it, and then a window popped up, and I believe I took a screenshot of it, and it was like I gave it permissions to install and everything, and then an installation assistant popped up, and what I clicked on was download Kali Linux, and it asked for my like password, because I did have to create an account for like Parallels and stuff, and he talked about that in the video. I did not pay for anything. Free, okay? The only issue with Parallels is it's a 14-day trial. I didn't see where there was a price, but I did see like in my research that it costs like $70. I'm probably gonna end up paying the $70 to keep using it so that I can work on labs and things like that. If you do not have the money to spend on that right now, I would suggest like going through, learning some things, figure out what you need to do with Parallels and Kali Linux and things like that. Then download the free trial, hit the ground running, and do and learn as much as you can in that 14 days if you do not want to pay for it. Let's see. All right, so I did that. I'm about halfway through the Get Me in Cyber course. So far, it's been mainly learning different terminal commands in Kali Linux for like various things. And then now it's getting into like network fundamentals, like what is a network and things like that. So I think I have like 8 days left on the free trial, so I'm gonna try to get through that as fast as possible. Because yeah, I want to pay for it, but I don't know when I want to pay for it. So I'm gonna try to get through that as fast as possible. And then also another thing that I'm utilizing is, because like one thing with me and self-learning is that I'm not really great at it. I kind of need structure, and like, okay, so we need to learn this, 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 and this in order for me to actually feel like I'm like learning something. So LinkedIn Learning has a learning path. What's the learning path called? I think it's Cybersecurity Foundations Learning Path. Oh, okay. So the learning path is called Become a Cybersecurity Professional. The first course is, there's only 4 items. The first course is Cybersecurity Foundations, which is like 2 hours long. The Cybersecurity Threat Landscape, which is an hour. Learning the OWASP Top 10, 35 minutes. And then IT Security Careers and Certifications First Steps, which is 2 hours. And you earn a certificate that can go on like your LinkedIn or whatever. But I want to start with that as kind of like a structure to get like the fundamentals and like the terminology and things like that down. But what I also did, and so LinkedIn Learning, check to see if you have access to LinkedIn Learning through your job. I have free access through my job, but I did see somewhere online that where you can get access to LinkedIn Learning with a library card. So Google that, read up on that, and if you can get LinkedIn Learning for free with your library card, do that. And if you don't have a library card, get one, because last time I checked, they were free. So look into that, and you can do the LinkedIn Learning courses, and then you can also search through the other courses, and they have like quizzes and courses and learning paths and things like that. So that's one thing. And then another thing that I did was just so that I can kind of figure out what exactly I need to learn. I know that I want to be like a pen tester, like ethical hacking one day, but I do want to start like as a cybersecurity analyst. So I just went on LinkedIn and I searched for cybersecurity entry-level positions, and I just kind of looked through the like requirements and the qualifications and things like that, and I just made a list of the common ones that were listed in different job descriptions. And so I know that that's what I need to focus on. Like, let me see, a lot of them had they wanted experience with system and vulnerability assessments and remediation, TCP/IP, common networking ports and protocols, traffic flow, system administration, the OSI model, demonstrated knowledge and understanding of the global threat landscape, cybersecurity trends and emerging technologies, and things like that. Of course, the different certifications. So I want to know what it's like. Okay, it's like, okay, so like system and vulnerability assessments, like if that's a lab that I can do and like learn like, oh, okay, well I built this lab and I have experience with like vulnerability monitoring and vulnerability assessments and things like that. So that's what I kind of have to look into, like how to set up home labs and what you do in the home labs, and like how to transfer that over to your resume, and how that connects to like all of the terminologies and things that you're learning like in the courses. Like I want to have the course information and the hands-on experience at the same time, so that it can kind of, so I can kind of like, it can kind of like click for me, because I'm a kind of person where like I need repetition. Like to get me in cyber course, all of the like, okay, use this command to do that, and it's great because I'm going along and I'm using the commands, but I'm not going to remember all of those until I have to use it on a regular basis. And then it's going to be like, oh yeah, like I know how to move this into something else easily or whatever, or I know how to like, I don't know, encrypt this or decrypt or whatever. I'm not going to know how to do it until I have to hands-on do it over and over and over again. That's when I'm going to learn when I need to do it, and of course like how to do it. So, and then another thing was they were talking about like risk management and where is it? Yeah. Understanding of threats and vulnerabilities, as well as information security standards and regulations and things like that. So experience in auditing firewalls / routers, like if that's a type of home lab thing that I can set up, or something that I can like figure out how to do at home so that I have that experience. Like, it may not be professional experience, but it's experience, and I can transfer it over to when I get a position. I did find a video of a guy that had like 5 projects to do for your resume and things like that, so I will link that below as well. But for right now, I am continuing the Get Me in Cyber course. I'm starting the LinkedIn Learning like fundamentals course, and I'm kind of researching what home labs and like how to set up home labs and things like that, so that I can start getting that experience. Also, I think I mentioned before like the Try Hack Me and how like all of it wasn't free. I did find a page that was like, what rooms did you do, a free guide for beginners. I have not gone through this yet, but I'm going to link it below as well. So basically, this is for if you are trialing out the cybersecurity industry and looking for a free version of Try Hack Me. Here's a guide to beginner pathways. So we have, they have like level 1, and they have a list of rooms. They have level 2 tooling, level 3 crypto and hashes with CTF practice, level 4 web, etc. I have not worked through this yet, but I'm going to. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the description box as well. So yeah, finishing up the Get Me in Cyber, doing those LinkedIn Learning courses, and then going through those Try Hack Me paths, and researching what type of like projects, and seeing if I can get like a guided project or like a guided lab, if I can find one of those on YouTube, to follow that, so that I can start getting that like hands-on experience, and then hopefully some of these like definitions and things will start to click once I'm actually physically doing it. That is the plan so far. Also, I have the Security Plus, it's like this like 601, I think, the study guide, and then I have it, I found it free online. Read the description box for that information, and that has like the practice questions. Like it has like a pre-quiz, and then like you learn everything. I think it has quizzes like throughout it, and then like a post test or whatever. So I have that. I think I'm going to start looking through that again as well. Just to, I guess, because originally I was like, okay, I want a certification for that like foundational knowledge and things like that. And of course that does look good. I wouldn't put one over the other. Like I wouldn't put a certification over like your home labs and trying to get experience. However, I do think that it's like a great place to start if you don't know where to start. Thank you so much for watching again. Comment below like if you're trying to get into cybersecurity, or if you're trying to get into tech, or if there's some type of journey that you're on that you're trying to stick to, and learn new things with as well. Like, are you documenting your journey? Are you journaling it, or video whatevering it? Even if you're not like posting or whatever, like just let me know what your journey is that you're on below. Thank you for watching. Of course, ask me any questions that you may have. If there's something that you've heard of that you think I should try out, or something that you heard that you think I should look into, or just anything like that, I would appreciate all the knowledge that I can get. But yes, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Turn on your post notifications so that you can see when I post next. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.